I mean, don't be like Nemesis. Don't start shit, but you may finish it. That's for sure. All right, what do I want to put back on first? This stupid thing? I think this stupid thing. Oh, interesting. Well, it, also Chaos Bandit, it can vary on what feels like it's about to break the cover. Um, you know what I mean? Because, for instance, yes, it very well could be that you feel like you're going to break the cover, but in reality, it's perfectly fine. Obviously, since the torquing of the specs of the work, why is this such a pain in the ass? And does this thing just lean up against this? Oh, it barely clears. Listen, CJ, your name is CJ just because you're Nemesis, because that's what it looks like, and it feels like what I'm calling you. So you're Nemesis. Nemesis. Granted, I convinced one of my cohorts to change his name because it was D Chaos, and I always called him Dr. Chaos, so he just changed his name to Dr. Chaos. He was like, fine, that works. Now, where'd that wire go? Stupid wire, stupid connector, stupid stupider connector. Cool, there's all that. Now I think we can connect all the hoses. There's another one that's missing its clamp. There's that one, that one. There's another one somewhere around here that where did I put it? There's another hose that I'm missing and I didn't disconnect it, did I? Oh, there it is. It's up here. Goddamn mess. So this one goes to this bottom piece and this goes over to here. That's right, that went to the bottom of the bottle. There. And that goes up here to this hose, which I knocked off that clamp. And it's down there somewhere. I think it's in the bucket or on the ground. Which is it? Is it in the bucket or on the ground? I don't see it in the bucket or on the ground. So it's stuck in the engine somewhere. This coolant looks gross. Huh. Looks like blood. Oh man, it's way more mild out here now. No, it's supposed to be 104 today with a heat index of like 110 or 115. And thunderstorm just came through. Why is there oil? That's honestly one of my bigger concerns right now is there's a lot of oil that looked like it had been leaking out of something, and I don't know what. Because there's nothing up here that has oil in it. No water or oil filters or anything like that. No oil coolers. It's just oil that I've washed off stuff. Where'd that clamp go? Oh, where did you go, Mr. Clamp? And it might just be water down there looking or sitting on top of oily stuff. No, we definitely wouldn't want any sweatiness happening. That would just be too much. Well, it's about to be lunchtime, so, and it's going to be a very quick lunch because I don't have much to eat. Oh, we are in an extremely pampered era. We are in an extremely pampered era where it comes to civilization. We have it easier than anybody before us had. Maybe not easier than our parents, but even then I would argue, yeah. They had to go fight in Vietnam. And they didn't really have a choice. Because the draft was still a thing. Oof, she just called you a smooth brain, bud. You might want to really rethink your life. Where the fuck did it go? Like shit, man. It's not there, it's not there. Fight, 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 fight. Did it land on the ground and like shoot across the floor or something? I don't see it on the ground. I know it wasn't in the bucket. Not in that bucket either. Yo. Snaked with a ASCII number character behind them. Hello. Ah, it's back here. How the hell did it get back there? Found it. It's okay, everybody calm down. I found the problem. If you guys do enjoy this content, then I highly encourage you to consider subscribing. If you don't want to give money to Twitch because they're shit human beings and a terrible company, then you can become a member on YouTube. If you don't like that, then there's always just, PayPal. I got that. It does help me immensely and helps support the stream. And keeps me coming back because, God, half the time you don't want to come back for more. It's just terrible. Just terrible. You're like, why do I do this to myself? Well, because you like it and you want to make money. But why? Because you like it and you want to make money too. But it's so dumb. And everybody irritates me. Well, that's too bad. Oh, shit. This thing goes... Where's the damn... Even went under this hose. This thing like took a weird ass path. Yeah, it did. I think maybe this goes under that too. About time for lunch, which will be very quick, but because I have like a quarter of a piece of steak, and so I'm like, it'll work. Where's my electrical contact cleaner? Aha. Nope. What happened was is that the water pump has this in it. that electrical connector. And you can't really tell, but that electrical connector's got water in it. That electrical connector shorted in the car and killed the ECU because it was left in a shorted state for too long, and took out the 5-volt driver that drives the ECU, or that the ECU uses to send out a voltage reference signal to a bunch of sensors. And so I fixed the ECU, but then still didn't have any throttle, and I noticed that the ECU was getting hot, so we stopped trying to. So I figured there had to be something else, because it fixed some of our problems, but not all of our problems. And so I basically was just going through a pull and pray method, if that makes any sense. I basically grab a connector and unplug it, see if we got 5 volts back. Nope. Unplug it, 5 volts, nope. Unplug it, 5 volts, nope. Unplug it, 5 volts. Found the short. Water pump was leaking too, so. Yep, the water will wick into the connector and then it'll wick up the connector. It'll water tension and all that stuff will take it all the way up to the ECU. And that's how a lot of Mercedes and some other German cars, they have a big problem. The older Mercedes, like 350Cs, the transmission had a big gaggle connector in the bottom of the pan. It went through the transmission housing and it would get oil on it. And what would happen is it would wick up the wires all the way into the transmission control module and short it out. I mean, it'd take its time to do it, but if you're just driving your car and you're none the wiser, then it'll just keep on going. It can take weeks, months, years. But left unattended, it will eventually eat up the ECU. Figure while I'm here, I might as well clean the throttle. All of my cuts just got brake cleaner on them and it didn't feel good. That was painful. Why do I feel like this is harder to get off than it was to, or get on than it was to get off? Giggity. Why do you feel like shit? It's okay that you want to come in here and be friends with the soulless ginger that is Devin. What? No? Why? What you want me to do?
Actually, somebody wants to see you. They wanted you to work on their car.
Is it one of my friends?
It's actually one of your followers.
Oh,
Seriously. I'm totally serious right now.
okay.
I don't know if you want me to say his name or if I can hear it. But
Oh, no.
what is, I got it. I know what his screen name is.
Right. I assume it has something to do, or is that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And I told him at least I get you to come up front.
Yeah, yeah.
just, to at least say hello.
Hold on, let me go wash up real quick.
He was coming through and they sent you.
Yeah, I saw that message. I didn't know if he was traveling or if he was going to drive up to Florida.
No, he was on the way through from today.
It's the first time that one of my viewers has showed up here, and it hasn't been like pre-planned. Some other stuff in the back.
Yeah. With most babes.
Slash DC.
Night. What's up, guys?
He was passing through, and he needs his AC work done, but we don't have any time.
Yeah.
We're all booked beyond possible recognition of time.
Yeah, and I didn't call ahead of time either. So yeah.
I mean, Stoner's been here.
Stoner? Oh, here?
Yeah.
He's been physically here? Mm-hmm. Nice.
Came through. He was looking at houses here when he was moving from Chicago, and he was thinking of moving in this area, and then he decided to move to Tennessee because I guess Tennessee is better,
Yeah.
or something like that.
I'll be moving to Mississippi in August or September. So, you know.
Very cool.
Yeah. But this is where the magic happens.
This is where the magic happens.
I miss the old bug that never
all the
moved.
boat, yeah, that never moves all the time. That was being taken up by this. It had
Yeah.
to be there. It got upgraded.
Yeah. What's that?
That's the ECU car that we've had in the shop for
Yeah.
2 months, and I'm finally getting to fix it the rest of the way.
Did they finally send you an ECU or?
Yeah, we got an ECU. I got it programmed, and then we found out that this part here has a electronics module on the back, and it was in the module, shorting out the ECU. And so it killed the previous ECU, and probably would have killed the new one if I didn't find it.
That's crazy.
Really? See on the button and run like hell.
Yeah. That's my fault for not calling ahead. I could have gotten
it's
that
fine.
spot. Yeah.
No, I was looking at the message, and I was like, when you were saying that, I wasn't sure if you meant today or like you wanted to come up from Florida at some point in the future to get it work done. I was like,
no. Like I got, I'm heading down there from I was just north of Charlotte when that happened.
About 2 hours, 2 hours, depending on traffic. If you're north of Charlotte.
Well, I sent you that at 5 a.m., something like that.
Yeah, 5:52.
Yeah.
6 a.m.
So, and of course everything's relative at 5:52 in the morning. All of a sudden,
Hopefully traffic's not too bad. That
oh no, that's why I drive at night,
Yeah.
through DC and all those areas. That's crazy.
So is the shop bigger or smaller in person?
It's about what I imagined, but it looks, because from the camera angle, you can't always see what's behind here.
Yeah.
So, it looks like it's more of a straight shot back there. Versus
You find out that way when I go over there to change tires, and you're like, oh, there's a whole other section over there.
But I always thought that the tire changer is on the back wall, not this wall. Right?
This is over here. This is where that alley was for a while. And then we got the. That wall was here for another 20 years, and roof and everything, and that was still kind of a separate section. And even we had a wall there where you can see where I left that wall out. Where base 6 and base 5 there.
I didn't even, I've never even seen that lift.
Oh, the one in the corner?
Yeah. Being used. So,
Yeah, I did a couple jobs on there, but it's pretty rare that I have to go down there.
Yeah. That's cool. And the Demon Camaro's out back.
Oh, yeah. Well, you made it here.
Uh-oh. You have a hat?
Sure. Look. Oh, that's a black hat. The snap-on hat? Not a pneumatic hat. Or, I thought I had a macro hat.
Oh, I'll go with the Macdo hat. God. If not, go with the Chicago Pneumatic, because they support your screen.
Have a hat.
Thank
You
you.
gotta get more hats.
Oh, this is nice.
Or the channel, we'll give you one in the pet shop hats.
It'll,
Pepper hats and stuff. Little souvenirs.
Fits on my pumpkin head perfectly.
Well, I try to give everybody that shows up here, except for Stoner, he doesn't get anything.
What's up, Spectre Dave? You don't recognize me? Is it because I'm not giving you grief today? It's last DC. In person. You know, rocking the Chad beard.
He's
Nothing
traveling.
Traveling, and my air conditioning broke, and Demon says he can't fix it.
Nope, don't have the possibility.
No.
I have no idea how to fix it. What kind of car is it anyway?
It's an '08 Wrangler.
Okay. You think it just lost its gas, or did it seem to stop functioning?
No, like it was fine up until about north of Charlotte, and then it it just started getting warmer. So I pulled over into a Pilot, and I spent $60 on the giant can that never works. You know.
And that popped pressure relief valve?
Yeah, and I started putting it in, and all of a sudden I hear psst, and a pop with a hiss, and
Yeah.
I look down on my front axle and I see, oh look, it's leaking from my air conditioning clutch.
Oh, so the compressor looks like it took a dump.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh well, and I don't have the tools to fix it here
Yeah.
with me, so I was, and I was kind of panicking. I was like, oh, how am I going to get this fixed? I'm in the middle of nowhere, and then I was like, oh, you know what? I'll message Demon. And, that's what I did this morning at 5:52 from the parking
great.
lot of a Pilot.
That sounds like fun.
Not really.
Not really. It's going to be hot the rest of the way down.
Yeah.
Although, hopefully, you have cloud cover a good bit of the way.
I'm going to try, honest to God, I'm going to try and find a whole nother shop.
Yeah.
Because you guys are booked, so,
Yeah, well, I guess we'll get Ken to give us some of our recommended shops that you can call up to see if they have any spots.
Yeah, he's just got to tell me where they are.
Yeah.
He's giving me directions, and I'm like,
I don't know where I am.
I'm from Philadelphia. I have no idea where I am.
Yep.
This traffic down here, what you guys call traffic, I call that just
An average Sunday.
An average Sunday. Yeah,
Well, I mean, give it to 5 o'clock, and then the interstate gets all jammed up because it's too small.
Yeah. Well, that's why I drive through. I make sure whenever I drive to Florida, I try to make sure I'm south of Richmond by 5 a.m. Because between DC and Richmond,
It's nuts.
if I wanted to park a car, I can find a parking lot anywhere, So, but yeah, there's the Magic Vape.
Yep. Magic Vape constantly here in the background.
Yeah. So what are you streaming on today? YouTube or Twitch? Twitch. Oh, I should have known because it's Spectre Dave.
And not.
Yeah, and not Dave
Yeah.
Jablansky. I don't know.
No, I think it's Spectre Dave on YouTube too. He just.
Is it?
It's not all colorful.
Yeah. Yeah, Big Source AC is behind it. Yeah.
100%.
All I can say is, I'm enjoying watching my crypto crash. Yeah.
I looked at mine today and I was like, oof.
I just keep.
It's like $100 that I got now, and I used to have 400.
I used to have like $7,000, and now I got like $800. Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah, it's fun though. I said that from the beginning I was going to invest in it for 5 years, and just like $100 here, $100 there, see where it goes, right?
Yeah, I mean that's how I did. I put $20 on this and $30 on that, $80 one time, and
win
so
or
it's
lose,
nothing serious.
Yeah, that's money that if I lose it, I'm gonna miss it, but
Right, but I'm not gonna go cripple.
Yeah, the
gonna lose
lights
my
aren't
house.
gonna turn off, and
Yep.
stuff like that. So Yeah, but I was telling him I'm pretty sure it's from my mechanic up north. He was rushing when I had the motor replaced in my Jeep. Yeah, he was rushing to put it back in because it was December 24th.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been finding a lot of stuff that's loose, and he gets a little upset. I think he's back in rehab now. Because I keep showing up at his shop.
Yeah, I mean, that's how I feel about some cars. Why won't it stay fixed? I keep fixing it, and I keep fixing it, and it keeps breaking. Like that little that white Golf or GTI.
Oh yeah, the one that keeps
It's always here for an oil leak.
There's also that little Beetle that keeps coming back too, right?
Yeah, it's actually here right now. One of the one that sits in the lady's yard most of the year, and then she sends it over here once a year to get oil changed and checked up. And this time she might have smoked it though, because it's got a lot of problems. Her list got really big. So, but I should get back to work.
Okay.
And you should probably find a shop before you can't find a shop. Before I melt. Oh, you want to say you left it? Oh, goodbye.
All right, Demon Chat, I just want you all to know you're perfect exactly the way that you are. Maybe Spectre Dave could change a few things, but I'm just kidding. You're perfect the way you are. Keep it that way. couldn't turn the radio up any louder. That's usually what happens when I make, when the Jeep's making weird sounds.
Yeah, you just turn up the radio.
It up louder.
Right. That was Eric has a lovely story of when he was talking to a Mercedes rep or something because they were in town. I don't know why they were there. It all sounds weird, but anyway, he had a customer that they had a car, and they were like, it makes a weird noise at like 100 for starters. He's like, and I'm not going to drive at 100. But he's like, it makes this funny noise at that speed. And the Mercedes dude was like, there's a reason we put a $3,000, sound system in there. Try turning up the radio a little bit more. It's probably fine. We can't find anything wrong with it. It's just you hear that at a certain speed. What do you want me to do? It could be a little rattle in the dash. I think that was what it was like a small rattle or a squeak or something in the dash. And they're like, we try as much as we can, but it's always something.
My S4 got stuck. The accelerator got stuck at 140. I just had to drop it into neutral and shut it down in the middle of 140 miles an hour.
That's no fun.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'd have gotten that fast before. I was like, nope, neutral.
But it just happened so fast. Literally, it went from 60 to 140. It was literally
You were trying to figure out what was going on first, and then
it just, and I'm trying to avoid traffic on the highway, so I'm not killing it,
But you didn't have a dash cam.
I wish.
That would have been exciting. I can't stop.
Been a lot of brown marks on that dash cam. So what stage are you on this bad guy right here?
Put it back together.
This problem child. I'm here. Teach me. So I know how to turn a wrench.
So the almost. I just got the throttle back on, but that's the piece that I was showing you in the bucket. So Imagine this thing sitting in the car like that. And so that's how this bolted to the block and all those hoses.
And all the electronics are stuck behind it.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And so these are all quick connects, although I can't finish it right now because we're missing a part, which is this, because this goes from there to the bottle, which goes right here, and that little piece is broke off. Yeah, it's supposed to go all the way out.
I had to replace that. One of those on my S4 when I replaced the fuel pump and fuel filters.
So I'm actually pretty close to done. I'm just tightening up stuff. And
you know how expensive those parts are?
very. Not typically for me though.
I had to get rid of the S4. It was breaking my bank account.
I believe it. Yeah, 100.
Plus I had 120,000 miles on it. Something like that when I got rid of it.
About the lifespan of those things.
Yeah. And I sold it to a friend.
That was a mistake.
Who,
Unless he was going to fix it.
I literally sat him down and I'm like, dude, I don't think you understand how much money you're going to have to dump into this thing to get it to where you need it.
Or
if
driver. You don't understand how much I don't want to deal. There's the thing's got a ton of problems. Don't come to me.
I've already had it to the dealer, like the dealership, and they're sitting there like, oh yeah, it's gonna cost you like $5,000 just for this, They was that. I know the drill.
You know the drill.
I know the drill.
Although this door. Burning oil.
Yeah, so this is always the angle that, typically you see.
Right? Now you get a much more view.
Yeah. It's a lot more spacious than it looks on stream.
so it makes it on stream. It looks like I'm way more cramped than I actually am.
Oh yeah, it makes it look like you're working harder than you actually are.
I'm glad that that works that way. I don't want it to make it look like I'm lazier than I am. I want it to look harder than it's supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, you can probably figure it's not easy to try and get the camera somewhere here where I'm not going to be in the way or having to move it all the time too.
Yeah, because they don't make a camera small enough that you can, that's high enough res that you can be like, right there.
And then it'll stay pointing in the direction I want it to.
Yeah. Magically. So just in case you guys are wondering, Demon is actually doing me a favor and he's trying to do a system purge and a
evac and recharge
evac
on the.
and recharge. That's what he said. System
hopefully
purge
it'll,
and refill.
Hopefully it'll get us something on that air conditioning. If anything, hopefully it'll work long enough that you can make it down to Florida and
Yeah.
maybe find someone there that can do more, take more time on it.
Yeah. I was just dying at 5 o'clock this morning. It was like, you know, for all you fancy dancy Coloradan, you know, Utah West Coasters, we have a thing on the East Coast called humidity.
To the point that you're hot, but you can't get rid of the heat
Yeah.
because it just sticks to you.
The best way I can describe it after coming back from Utah one time is literally take a wet rag and try to breathe through that wet rag.
I went to Arizona because my grandparents used to live there back in the day when they were still alive, and it was 105 outside. And I walked outside and I was like,
This is nice.
"This is not bad.
Yeah.
Like this isn't bad at all." Then I get back here. Oh, so what was it? Yesterday? No, today's Tuesday. Sunday. I put a basketball together and I tore the pool down and took it out of my backyard and stuff. And I was dying because it was 98 whatever and sunny as hell. And so I realized the only way I can work in the backyard is by working in my bathing suit, so that way I can get in the pool, cool off, get out, do some work, get hot, get back in the pool, get out.
It's a hot tub stream.
Yeah. Exactly. There's what I'm looking for.
You could be the inventor of the Gamer Guy hot tub bathwater.
Oh, it's definitely hot out.
Oh yeah. Well, it's only like 82
Right now
degrees or something like that.
It's cooled off quite a bit.
But the humidity was like at like 90%. And that's what kills you. Even in the wintertime when, the humidity
Literally.
is like
Nope, it's finished.
bone chilling.
It's currently 87. Let's go see what the results are of our AC
All right.
evac.